So children, today let we start another next chapter, that is halves and quarters. Okay, so let we start today, children. So what will be the target learning outcome? What you have to understand from this chapter? First you have to understand what is the concept of half and quarter. Then you have to estimate the fraction of a whole. The fraction of a whole, or as this is the part of a whole. Understands the fraction as a division. Okay, fraction is nothing but it is a division. Knows the concept of equivalent fraction. You have to know what is equivalent fraction and how to solve the problem sums based on these fractions. So these are the things that you have to learn from this chapter. So before I go to this fraction part, children, you have to identify which part is equally divided part, and which figure is unequally divided part. Okay, so which is divided equally and which is not divided equally. So children, it is very clearly shown that in the first picture, the papaya, these two the green papayas are there, and one is divided just through the middle. That means the papaya is divided into two equal halves. But in the next figure of the papaya, you can easily see that this division is made just in one of the extremely in a one side, means it is not divided equally. You can easily say this. So you identify, children, from each figure. There are so many figures are there. One is the next figure is an ice cream, then mango, then a top is there, circle, square, triangle, rectangles, and you can easily find out which part is which figure is equally divided and which figure is not equally divided. When you are going to fraction part, fraction means what? It must be, the figure must be divided equally. Then only the fractional part can be taken up. Now here it is, you can see a figure, it is a pizza, and every children like to take this pizza. But if your mummy makes pizza at your home, that pizza is much healthier than the shop that you are buying. So I suggest that when your mummy makes pizza at your home, you can take, because your mummy will make it very healthy. And now this is a pizza and it is equally divided into 4 equal parts. And you can see that the whole pizza is broken into 4 equal parts. First it is divided into 2 halves, and then this 1 half is again divided into 2 halves, and the other half is also again divided into 2 halves. So that means one part becomes 1/4 of a complete pizza. Now come to this part, half of the circle. So this is the blue part. You can easily see that the blue shaded part of the circle is half. It is considered as a half of the circle, and also the white part of the circle is also divided into half. So this is the half of a circle, and in a fraction, while writing the half, you can write it as 1/2. In a fraction, there are two parts. One is the upper part, which is called numerator, and the second part, which is in the down part, which is called denominator. So here it is also, you can understand the concept of whole, half and quarter. So first, this is the orange, this is the orange circle, and it can be easily visible that it is a complete one circle. So it is considered as 1. and when it is divided equally into two equal parts, the one part becomes the half. And again, the next part is when it is divided into four equal parts, each part becomes 1 by 4, or it can be considered as quarter. Now here, this is a Oreo biscuit. I think everybody, you love to take Oreo biscuits. So these are certain Oreo biscuits for you, and somewhere you have to identify which one is a whole biscuit, where it is a half, and where it is quarter. You can easily identify which one is a whole biscuit over here, which is halved, and which is quarter. Now come to the fraction part. Fraction, what is a fraction? It is a part of a whole. A whole roti, when it is divided, when it is broken or broken into pieces, it becomes, each part becomes a fraction of a whole roti. So fraction can be defined as a part of a whole, and I have already told previously that the fraction is a having, you can write in two numbers. The upper part is called the numerator, and the second part, the down part, which is called the denominator. So numerator divided by denominator, it is nothing, the concept is here division. So here you can easily see that the circle, red circle is here 1. When it is divided into two halves, it is 1 by 2. And when it is here it is the four equal parts, it is 1 by 4. And you can easily see that when the red portion of the last one, that means when the 3 quarters are taken as taken together, it becomes 3 by 4. Now here you can understand another concept, which is called equivalent fraction. When you are just now you divide, you can divide a pizza into two halves. The one half is here is called half, 1 by 2. And you can easily identify that 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. When it becomes 2 by 4, 1 quarter is 1 by 4. In the next figure you can see we are considering 2 quarters, so it can be written as 2 by 4. Okay, the pizza is divided into 4 equal parts in the second figure. And in the third figure you can easily see that the pizza is divided into 8 equal parts. And when you are taking the 4 parts of the pizza, it becomes 4 by 8. That means it is nothing but half only. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 8 by 16, and it goes on. So this type of fractions are called equivalent fractions. You can find your own also, children. Now here one identify the fractions. You can easily identify the fraction here. How many parts? The square is divided into 4 equal parts, and 3 parts are shaded. So the shaded fraction becomes, shaded part of that figure is here 3 by 4. Okay, and here half, you can tell the square, the red square is divided into 2 equal parts. Each part is here half, 1 by 2. And here it is a blue circle, and it is also divided into 2 equal parts, and each part is here equal to half. And here you can easily find out that a complete circle is divided into 4 equal parts with the 4 different colors. One is yellow, another is red, another is green, another is, last one is blue. So each part is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 part of that complete circle is yellow. 1 by 4 part of the complete circle is red. 1 by 4 part of the circle is blue. And 1 by 4 part of the circle is here green. Okay. Now can it be the fractions? Can it be the fractions? Now it is your, I am just taking a test to you, children. Can it becomes can you see that this rectangle is divided into equal parts? No. We cannot see that it is it is divided into equal parts, so each part is 1 by 4. We cannot tell it. Okay, so this is a wrong fraction, so we cannot tell it as a fraction here. Even the triangle, you can see the triangle and it is not divided into two equal parts, so here each part cannot be considered as a fraction. Now here you can do this activity also. You can do this activity. Here one whole, I have already given you one, I have already told you one whole, and when it is divided into 4 equal parts, each part of a whole becomes 1 by 4. So you can make a model of it, children. Okay, you can make the model. You can divide the circle into more equal parts, 8 equal parts, 6 equal parts, and do like this. So it's an activity for you. You can make a model like this of different fractions. Now children, here you can find out that this is a whole collection. You can tell me how many apples are here. There are 12 apples. So the question is here, 3 by 4. If there are 12 apples, how many will be the 3/4 of 12? 3/4 of 12. Can anybody tell me, children? It will be 9. The 9 apples will be considered as 3/4 of 12. I'll give you many questions like this after taking this class. So here this is a fraction of a group. You have to identify how many stars are here colored in the total collection. It is half. Half of the stars are here yellow in the total collection. So in this way you can identify how many are here, the houses are here, and how many of them are colored. So in this way you can find out the fractions of a group. Similarly, you can make your own fractions. Here this is also an activity for you. You can make the different fractions. You can make the different figures and write the fractions just beside it. So you can make your own fractions like this. So here is some of the worksheet on halves and quarters. What fraction is represented by the teddy bears? So here, what fraction? How many fractions? Blue teddy bears and the yellow teddy bears. So here you have to write the number of what is the fraction. So you can solve this worksheet also, children. I will give you the live worksheet also. Here also you have to find the equivalent fraction. First is 1 by 4 and in the denominator it is 8. So what will be in the numerator? It must be 2 by 8. Okay. So in this way you can fill up the blanks of the equivalent fractions. So children, I think you have understood what is fraction, how to find out the equivalent fractions, and you can make your own models of the fraction. So this much, children. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you all.